We're back. We're back on YouTube. It's finally happened. I know a lot of people have been in my Instagram DMs like, why aren't you doing YouTube videos? You need to do YouTube videos. You need to do tutorials. Why aren't you showing us how to light a car? Why are you showing us how to do plus 100 clarity? Yep, that tutorial's coming. Don't even worry. So I asked about a Q&A and people were like, yeah, do a Q&A. We'll send you really, really good questions. Can we have a plus 100 clarity tutorial? Is that all I am to you guys? Just plus 100 clarity. Isn't it contrast now anyways? Everyone loves contrast. But anyways, we're going to go straight into all of these. Woohoo. All right, okay. Let's start with Oliver Vine Ford. He asked, how did you get into photography? Funny little story, actually. Well, my nan was always into photography and I sort of watched her take photos of plants and animals and all of that stuff, and then skip 2 years ahead, my buddies were out riding trials, riding bikes, and he had his dad's camera with him. I was like, oh, can I have a go on that? And then I started taking photos and I was like, oh, I'm actually all right. So then led on to that, went to college. Went to college for photography, that was pretty cool. And then went to uni for 2 months and then dropped out and got a retouch position, a junior retouch position, retouched for 4 years, 5 years, and now I shoot full time for Urban, and then obviously shoot for the gram as well because everyone shoots for the gram. That's pretty much my backstory on how I got into photography anyways. Next one from Ollie Waitley _ ops on Sony mirrorless cameras. I'm sorry, Canon fanboys. I know I'm a Canon fanboy as well. I'm shooting this on a Canon actual 5DS, which is pretty mad. But yeah, Sony, I will be making the jump, especially with the new one that just came out, is absolutely nuts and a medium format killer. Apparently, I don't know how that actually works, but yeah, I think I'm going to be jumping to probably the A7R3, probably, because this I shoot with a 5DS and the megapixels on it is insane, so I'm really used to that as well. So I think that's probably the way to go with the Sony, and because they look really cool as well. Oh my god, some of these. Have you tried brown cheese? Brown cheese. Zero Zavar. I have waited all my life for this. Is that like a song lyric? Or are you genuinely actually waited your whole life for me to sit in front of a camera? And yeah. Next one. Levy body count. Jetagram, Robbie, straight at you. Why are you such a god with photos and editing? As I said previously, I was a retoucher, so I know how to hide stuff in Photoshop. I'm very good at hiding stuff in Photoshop. So that's probably where the editing side comes from it. And photography, I think, is more, at school, I was rubbish with like English, maths and all of that stuff, but creatively I was pretty on point with that sort of stuff. And once you have a passion for something, you're good at it if you stick to it. Because I know a lot of people get into car photography, they do it for, let's say, 6 months, 7 months, and then they may not get clients or something like that, and they're like, nope, don't want to do this anymore, and just give up. But when that wall comes, you've got to keep hitting that wall, and you will go through that wall, and you will get clients. That's like a given, and I promise you that. How do you... Who's this from? Ultimate Auto Images. How do you create a background from scratch to place your cars on? Well, it's multiple different things. One, having a Shutterstock account because you need images, or tracing through Google forever. Once you get like sort of, okay, I know I want mountains in the background, so you find an image of the mountains, chuck that in Photoshop, and then you're like, okay, my car placement's here, so now I need to find a sort of road to sit in that placement. So you literally sit for 2 hours long, scrolling, trying to find that road. But once you've got all those components, the actual editing side of it is really, really easy. And you can just, it's just more just shadow work than anything. But I know there's a good few tutorials on YouTube for shadow work. I know I learned how to do shadows from, there's one with a Coke can, and it literally tells you how to take the Coke can shape, map it on the floor, and then brush it out and feather it out. So yeah, it's a lot of shadow work with comping, but once you get your shadows on point, you've tricked that person's eye, and you'll be sorted with big comps like that. The next one. Doop doop, boop doop bab. This is a good one. I'm so sorry, I'm going to murder your name. Rubesh _ Balaji, I don't know. How long does it take for a picture to go from your head to the camera? My imagination is pretty messed up. I can look at like mundane objects and be like, oh my god, that would look awesome in a massive pit of fire with smoke. That's just my mind being a bit obscure, I think. Yeah, it's just a creative mind, I think. So from idea to actually putting it out into the world, it could be anywhere from a day or it could be 3 months. Like I have a notepad, I don't know where it is, but I have a notepad that I jot down ideas, and on my iPhone as well. So I jot down ideas, and then maybe you shoot a car and you're like, actually that idea is going to work really well with that car, and it sort of goes from there. So it can be literally a minute or a year on that sort of idea. So my top tip for that sort of thing is get a notepad, write stuff down. No, my light, fuck. There we go. Note to self, charge your light batteries before doing a 10-minute YouTube video. Probably helps quite a bit. Okay, where were we? Do you stroke Lenny's beard at work? I'm so sorry, Lenny. I can't say your name, but I'm gonna try. Sylvia. Yes. Are you a wizard? Yes, I am. I've got Harry Potter glasses. Can't you tell? No, I'm alright on Photoshop. So, what millimeter lens would you recommend as a must-have? An 85mm. No, I'd probably say my main lens that I use the most is a 50mm. It's a Sigma Art. It's on the camera. I actually looked at my camera case for it, but no, it's in my it's on my camera at the moment. But yeah, a Sigma Art 50mm is stonking. It's such a good lens. But I would say a 50mm. So you can get a 50mm 1.8. And you can get them on eBay for so cheap, like literally 50 quid. I'd pick one of them up and you can start playing around with depth of field and stuff like that. And it's pretty sharp for a decent little nifty 50. So yeah, I would go for a 50mm 1.8 for a must-have in your kit sort of bag. Angelo Hack. Angelo Hack. When cleaning up the car, how do you decide when reflections stay and which go, especially with light paintings? When I first got into car photography, I would cut all reflections completely, and I quickly learned, shout out to the AP guys on Facebook, brilliant page, you need reflections in there so your car sits, your subject sits in the background nicely, because yeah, you can light paint a car, it looks really nice, and then you've got completely flat paint. Yeah, the highlights look good, but there's no reflections actually grounding the subject. That took me a while to realise you need reflections in there. So yeah, cut some with a CPL, but keep some in there to ground it. That's all I would say. I don't know, just yeah, something to just ground the car instead of making it float around. Because I know when you light paint, you can get these beautiful highlights across the car, but then it's just nothing underneath, and it needs something there to just put it in its place. So yeah, think of it that way, instead of having a car just nicely light painted but with no reflections. You need some in there to a point. hope that answers it. That was really awkward to say. JJ, Mark1_JJ. How many molecules are there in a shoelace? JJ, how long is a shoelace? Are we saying this big? How long's a piece of string, my guy? Think about that. What's your process for getting an idea from a shoe, actually doing it? Pretty much answered that already. What would you name your car? If anyone knows me outside of the photography world, I had a Lupo, it was called Bernard, everyone knew it was Bernard as well. Yeah, I really wish I didn't sell that car. Really wish I didn't sell that car. What is the one car you wish you will never have to shoot? You will wish you never have to shoot. So a car that I don't want to shoot. A Corsa? Yeah, I'm going to say a Corsa, a Vauxhall Corsa. Because, yeah, Vauxhall Corsas are a bit, yeah, not my sort of thing. On the Corsa, someone's actually asked, why are Opals called Vauxhalls in England? I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure Opals are Australian, aren't they? Is that where they come from? No. Oh, you got me questioning stuff now. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. What's your favourite, funniest moment on a shoot? Funniest. Funniest moment on a shoot. Me trying to fit into a P1, that was pretty funny. Because I'm what, 6'3", 6'4", and P1s are quite small inside, so I was like, yeah boy. Yeah, that's quite small. Funniest. I can't actually think of any. Wow, my shoot's that boring? Damn, yeah, my shoots are boring. There we go. I'm gonna leave it on that. Yeah. Other than that, if you could choose blue or pink hair, both? Like half down the middle? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. All right, this is a good one. What's your dream car? Dream car. It's got to be like a McLaren F1, hasn't it? It's got to be something like that. A P1. Something cool. Yeah, I'm going to go with a P1. I would like a P1 in burnt orange. Yeah, a P1 please. I'll have one of them. But I think that for the questions, out of looking at them, a lot of them were tutorials. So please do this tutorial, please do that tutorial, which I will be, because I've got a setup now. I can actually film here, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos from now on. So in comments, drop what you want to see. If you want more of the behind the scenes stuff, because I know a lot of people love that behind the scenes, so I can bring another videographer in with me, Greg, Harry, someone like that, to actually film the behind the scenes for me, edit up, and then we can get those sort of webisodes sort of going, because I know that Pepe Yandao did that, and some of him was so cool. That's what really got me into photography, is watching his sort of videos. Was awesome. But yeah, I think that's it for all these questions. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, or Instagram, chuck them on Instagram, and yeah, I'll reply. I hope you enjoyed me babbling at you for about 10 minutes. But yeah, Alex out. Is that how you do an intro like that? Yeah, sit down.